Hi there, this is Jack Willard. Welcome to the Daily Pop-Off for 11/13/24, a Wednesday. Our subtitle, Trump meeting with the enemy today. That would be President Biden. New Bob Joyce church testimony coming soon. And we'll talk about other odds and ends. Other things that are current. We'll have a Tulsi Gabbard clip saying exactly who Liz Cheney is. I love it. I love it. We'll talk about those appointments that have just been made to President Trump's cabinet. Exciting, some unexpected picks from who will soon be the 47th President of the United States, Donald John Trump. Wow, it's been happening fast. First, let's talk about Pastor Bob Joyce, though. Coming up in the next few days, I'll have a new pre-recorded video, a testimony from inside Pastor Bob's church from someone who has been there twice. Always love to have your take if you have been to Household of Faith. I've never heard a bad testimony yet, all very positive. We love to say good things about Household of Faith. And my personal email is jackthefairguy, F-A-I-R, jackthefairguy@gmail.com. We've always, since we began talking about the pastor in 2018, this is the topic that you don't want to let go, and it just keeps on giving. We've always said that if the pastor was upset with what we do, he could just video message me, Facebook Messenger, and this way I'd know it was him. And, we would change course or drop the topic completely. He has not done that. We've tried to do a lot of positive videos here. I don't show what potentially could be his grandchildren. I don't expect him to email me or give me an interview. The only reason he would want to contact me if he was unhappy with content. So I put that offer out in 2018, and I've never heard anything. So here we are with our daily pop-off, and we're going to be live, that's the plan, tomorrow night, Thursday the 14th of November, for a special Thursday night Worldwide Ramblings, 10 p.m. East Coast time, 10 p.m. East Coast time, U.S. of A. We were live on Monday morning, Eastern. I'm not usually up at that hour, but we did it. We got some new people, and we will try to accommodate people such as in the Netherlands, for example, that can't hear us live because we're on at such an odd hour there, But hello, replay crowd. This is a pre-recorded video, so it's all replay. We thank you for being part, and you can comment in the section that you have that they supply for you. So there you go. There you go. Let's get to the big story for today. President Trump will go to the White House to talk with President Biden today. As Peter Doocy said to Jean-Pierre, Kareem Jean-Pierre, well, that's going to be awkward. Well, why would you say that? She can never be real. She can never just say, yeah, I guess it will be a little awkward. Of course it will be. I mean, after all, President Biden has called Trump a fascist, a loser. He has called his supporters garbage. He okayed the raid at Mar-a-Lago for the classified documents. and they searched everywhere, including in Melania's underwear drawer. She wants no part of this visit. She can't stand Jill Biden. A lot of people can't. And Jill Biden can't stand Kamala Harris. That's another thing. That's another thing we'll talk about in a sec. But yeah, they'll be meeting, and I think that Biden is going to try to convince him to keep supporting the Ukraine. $175 billion or more, really unaccounted for. Of course, Zelensky wants to keep that coming in what is an unwinnable war. But of course, President Trump says, I don't start wars. And you could also say, you could add to that, he does not prolong wars. He ends wars. He will sit down as the negotiator he is. The art of the deal, and he will work something out with Putin. But that'll also mean there won't be that gravy train of billions coming into Zelensky, and he doesn't want that to stop. He doesn't want to see that come to an end. So I don't know. I think it might be a short meeting. I don't think it'll be enjoyable. Because President Trump feels that President Biden weaponized the DOJ with BS charges. Why would you want to sit down with this man? Everything now but the New York case, which is the silliest of all, because it's a bookkeeping misdemeanor at best, and Judge Marchand is just kind of, putting it on the shelf, maybe for use later, much later. So that's got to be erased. In all fairness. While massive crime was going on in the state of New York, D.A. Bragg was going after the former president of the United States, who will be the future president, on 34 felony counts. This is disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. It's got to be overturned. We'll see what happens. God appears to be in this. His fingerprints are all over the November 5th election, because God's people cried out and he heard them, and he won't be mocked. He proved that on November 5th, only for a season perhaps, but he will always have the last word. Vengeance is mine, says the Lord. So Melania will be a no-show today at the White House. Jill Biden never spoke to Vice President Kamala Harris on Monday when they were at Arlington Cemetery to do the veterans ritual. That's all it is, I believe, for them, for the Bidens, the veterans ritual. Obviously, right now, Jill Biden is a bitter woman, and many people are furious with her. I'm taking objection to her ever letting him run in the first place. She knew that he was in cognitive decline. I can't believe she didn't absolutely insist to her husband that they not pick Kamala Harris, to be his running mate, when she basically accused him of being a racist in a presidential debate prior. I would have thought she would have really made it very clear that if he picks Kamala, he will probably be a divorced president. But they picked her, and America was able to see right through her. He was, President Trump was actually delighted to get to run against her, because he knew that even the progressives, old school Democrats, didn't like Kamala, but they were kind of forced into supporting her. And as time went on, behind closed doors, if we could just hear what they were saying, everybody knew that she was a real long shot. But they spent over $1 billion, and now she's $20 million in the hole. And what can Kamala Harris do? She can't write a book. She can't go on speaking engagements. Nobody is going to pay her to speak, and she can't speak. She can't speak. So there will be no book, I don't believe. There'll be no speaking engagements. She's going to have to do something completely different. What that will be, I do not know. I do not know. So interesting times we live in. Well, here come the picks for the presidential cabinet. I guess the biggest surprise came Tuesday night, just a few hours ago, when it was announced that Pete Hegseth from Fox would be the Secretary of Defense. He's a decorated veteran who knows the military in and out. He's going to be a wonderful, wonderful Secretary of Defense. I believe he knows exactly what the military needs. He is well versed in politics. He understands the motives of each country, the leaders, the dictators, etc., etc. He will do, I think, a wonderful job as Secretary of Defense. And Fox and Friends weekends will need a new host. Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy are going to head a brand new department. The Department for Government Efficiency. Government efficiency. How can we cut the fat and the waste and do things better? Elon certainly did that at X. He fired like 80% of the people that were just a drag on the payroll. That does not mean they're going to cut Medicaid. Does not mean they're going to cut Medicare. It means that they're going to look at ridiculous spending and find new, innovative ways to do things. So I think they will be great for this country. And if they propose something or even enact something that I totally disagree with, I would certainly admit to that. I don't have this loyalty pledge to prop up any candidate, any president, any elected official if they are wrong. But I think the President Trump 4-year term will be exciting. Keep him in your prayers. Keep him in your prayers. So what about Tulsi? What are they going to give Tulsi Gabbard, who's running the transition team right now? She's running the transition team, and obviously she would make a great press secretary, but it almost seems like, she's capable of so much more than being press secretary. As I talk to you now on this Wednesday morning, early, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, they have not made a definite decision on whether Marco Rubio will be the Secretary of State, and then there's the Attorney General. That's another one. That could be Tulsi. I don't know. But there's other people, too. John Ratcliffe is in the mix now. And Stephen Miller will be the deputy chief of staff person. And he'll be dealing with a specific area. So he is in the presidential cabinet as well. All great people so far. All great people. But as I say, Tulsi knows how to define a charlatan's character like Liz Cheney, for example. So what we want to do is go to a clip of Tulsi. It's very short. It's very short. And once again, the former senator, a congresswoman from Ohio, and a colonel in the National Guard, she knows just how to explain the deceit of progressive people or rhino Republicans like Liz Cheney. So let's listen to that.
You may have seen over the last few days that Mark Cuban claims that President Trump has no strong or intelligent women supporting him. The premise of Mark Cuban's statement is that he believes that Liz Cheney and other female warmongers like her are strong women. This is not the case. They are hypocrites and cowards. They are eager to send our troops into war, my brothers and sisters into harm's way, and yet they themselves refuse to volunteer to put their own lives on the line on these military adventures that they're advocating for. This is not strength. This is hypocrisy and cowardice. You may have seen over the last...
There you go. She just lays it right on the line. There's nobody quite like Tulsi Gabbard, who's a registered Republican now. It's just wonderful. Now, also on Tuesday, the 13th, the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, kind of let it be known that he is hoping that there'll be no more Congress people going to the cabinet because people can get sick, they can be in a car accident, they can miss their flight, they can't get to the chamber to vote. I think they should be able to vote remotely, actually. I really do think that. I think we should be able to do that with our senators and Congress people. But in any case, he's worried, that they could lose the majority, We're still waiting for the final count, which is abhorrent. It should have been in a long time ago. So remember, Thursday night, Worldwide Ramblings on what will be the 14th of November 2024, 10 p.m. East Coast time for Worldwide Ramblings. We'll announce the topic when we see you then, I guess. But coming up, more pre-recorded videos. We'll be sharing yet another testimony from Bob Joyce's Church Household of Faith. My personal email is jackthefairguy, F-A-I-R, @gmail.com. jackthefairguy@gmail.com. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the like button if you like anything at all. Hit the notification bell so maybe we pop on at a moment's notice or no notice. You'll know that we are live. You'll get a notification if you're near your device and it is turned on and up. If not, you just watch the replay. Also, you'll notice a thanks button here. We have people to thank on Thursday night. Someone that was very generous on our last Homage to Rush series, number 5. Almost a $50 tip, and that is wonderful. It is so much appreciated. I know that there's people that have been blessed that like what we do, and I cannot tell you how not only grateful am I, but how important it is that we have that, so we can continue what we're doing here, focus on what we're doing here, and when you're a small fish in a big pond, you rely on that. We have a very dedicated, loyal audience, so you'll find a thanks button here. And another way to do it, another way to tip me is to go to the Cash App. If you have Cash App or you load Cash App from the Google Play Store. I use it all the time and never had a problem with it. My handle on Cash App is lowercase letters, Media Guy 56, Media Guy 56. That would be such a blessing. So I can't wait to talk to you on Thursday night for Worldwide Ramblings, a special Thursday night edition on what will be the 14th of November 2024. Have a terrific Wednesday. I'll be out there doing meaningful stuff like laundry and things like that, shopping a little bit with Karen, but we'll check in with you. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.